Hey guys, welcome to the Dave's Daily. My name's Corey, and here's your daily dose of D. Today's video, I thought I'd do another quick ad review. Today, I'm going to be reviewing or breaking down a Facebook ad from Tim Hortons. Before we get into it, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button and leaving your feedback on this video, let me know what you thought. Maybe even shoot me an example of an ad that you want me to break down. That'd be great. So like I said, we're going to jump into a review of a Tim Hortons Facebook ad. First of all, we know that this is a ad because right here you are seeing the sponsored, so we know that that's an ad. A couple of things that I'll point out before we dive into the actual review here. Some of you may not be aware, but when you are doing a paid ad on Facebook, you actually have a limitation to how many characters or words that you can put for your description here. The limitation is 125 characters, which is, say, about 20 to 22 words. So it's actually very small, very limited. The other thing that we'll point out here is this is the header. It also has a character limitation of 40. So that's about 6 or 7 words. And then the link description here has another character limitation of about 20 characters, usually about 3 to 4 words. The other thing here is the call to action button, your CTA. There are a bunch of different predefined CTAs which Facebook gives you. Shop now being one of them, book now, sign up, learn more are some examples of other ones. The copy on this ad is fresh and fresh have never been so fresh. Try our freshly cracked eggs on our freshly baked bagels. That's 5 freshes. It's a lot of wasted characters, in my opinion. It really, I get it. They're trying to come across with that they're using fresh ingredients, but you really don't need to beat the audience over the head with this. The other thing is they're really just talking about features instead of the benefit. So when we're talking about copy, one of the things that you learn is features are more about you, so the brand, the product, or the service, where the benefit becomes more about how it's going to benefit the reader in some way or the consumers. There's no real benefit in this copy. The freshness is just overloaded. So, not a fan of that. What I would do in my instance, just something really quick that I came up with was something along the lines of don't compromise with an ordinary breakfast to go. Taste the difference of a freshly cracked egg on a freshly baked bagel. The don't compromise in an ordinary breakfast to go. The idea there is most often than not, if you're stopping at Timmy's to grab something to eat, it's because it's the convenience and you want something quick and easy. But you don't want it to be just plain Jane ordinary. And that's where their fresh approach is coming in, right? You're using fresh ingredients so you can actually taste the difference of fresh ingredients. And that's why don't compromise with an ordinary breakfast to go kind of hints at that little pain point where most often than not, if you're getting fast food, you might be sacrificing the taste. The other thing is instead of saying our freshly cracked eggs on our freshly baked bagels, Tim Hortons is really making it about them instead of about the consumer. So just having it more of a generic a freshly egg on a freshly baked bagel doesn't really make it selfish, I guess. Aside from that, it's time for freshly baked bagels. Not terrible. I think what I would do is I would switch that up. How they have try our freshly cracked eggs on our freshly baked bagels. I think there's an opportunity in the header to use that actionable language. So something along the lines of try our freshly baked bagels today meets the character limit. It's more of that actionable call to action language and it's still kind of hitting on the fresh ingredients. In terms of their link description, timhortons.app.link, that's really just the URL to the menu site that they're sending the audience to, which in my opinion is a waste. They're not taking advantage of the fact that they can actually adjust that link description to something more useful. This copy on the actual image, it's time for Tim's. I think you could actually get rid of this on the image and you could put that into your link description. So it would be try our freshly baked bagels today. it's time for Tim's, and then just leave the CTA as shop now. The other thing that I'm going to point out is the actual image itself. It's pretty dark. Don't think it's a great image overall. Not quite sure why they've left the individual's hands in there either. I guess maybe that's just to show that it's being made fresh. But especially right now in COVID times, I don't really want to see somebody touching my food. I know it happens, but you don't have to do that in the image. Tim Hortons is a big corporation. They can hire photographers that can take much better pictures than this. This looks like it was just quickly done on the shop, on the fly, in my opinion. And the other thing, they're talking a lot about fresh ingredients, freshly baked bagels, freshly cracked eggs, fresh produce. I'm pretty sure that is a slice of processed cheese, which is not exactly fresh. So there you have it, guys. That was my quick and dirty review of Tim Hortons, one of Tim Hortons' Facebook ads. All in all, don't think it was very good. They could be a lot stronger. I'm quite surprised actually at how bad that ad is overall, given the fact of the size of Tim Hortons and the budget that they have to hire photographers, graphic designers, copywriters, as well as media planners to plan a Facebook ad or something like that. So I think it could be a lot better, a lot stronger. Anyways, let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and love your feedback. If you could just let me know what you're thinking about these ad reviews, what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of. Other than that, that's been your Daily Dose of D. We'll see you guys tomorrow.